Hi, my name is Karen D, and I am the Twitchy Stitcher here and on Twitchy Stitcher 01 on Instagram. And this is Floss Tube number 7, and today's date is Friday, January 9th. I want to welcome you to my craft room and hi to all my friends that without failing support me and my new channel. I also want to thank all my new subscribers who joined my channel watching Flossmas Y2K, Your Two Karens, with Karen the Stitching Owl. Going forward, Karen and I have planned some collaborations in the upcoming months, so you'll see more of us. And I have some stats, some 2025 stats, so I thought I'd just run them by you quickly. I worked on 51 projects. I stitched 328 days. I had 28 starts, 32 finishes. This one will boggle you. I did a total of 231,647 stitches in 2025. The highest month I stitched was March. That was 27,982 stitches. And my lowest was February with 9,805. And that's the month I had COVID. And I was very sick for a week, like in bed, laying still for several days. So, and the other thing I like to do is I like to read. And I read 412 books in 2026. And compare that, in 2025. This is going to get confusing with all these years. In 2024, I read 389 books. Now, that doesn't include audible books or paperbacks that I physically read. These are just my Kindle stats. I read 134,166 pages. So, I was a busy reader. I'm entering 2026 with 20 whips. In 2025, I entered with 36 whips. So WIPGO really did help me whip down, and I'm really happy about that. In January, right now, I already have 4 new starts. I have Threads of the Universe, Mermaid's Realm, Local Conditions, and Stitch 26, all of which you will see in a few minutes. And I plan on at least 10 whips that will be finished this year. I also have a wheel, and it has 12 new starts on it. And I have more starts planned for February, March, July, and September. My WIPGO is 12 projects, so you'll see them twice this year. And number 13 is going to be closest to the finish. So whichever WIPGO project has the highest percentage done will get an extra 2,100 stitches. The first thing I want to show you is my New Year, New Start. On New Year's Day, Karen and Allison, the Stitching Owl and AZ Family Zoo, Mrs. AZ Family Zoo, did a meetup where we could chat with other stitchers. I was in the morning group, and Allison gave us all a stitch a few days ahead of time so we could stitch on it during the Zoom if we wanted to. So I'm not going to show you a picture of it because it's just a chart, but I will tell you I started it January 1st. I finished it January 1st. It's on a 14 count gray Aida, and it's 836 stitches, and its size is 67 by 47. And I'm not going to show you the picture because I fully finished it. Isn't it lovely? This is just a biscuit tin I got for Christmas, but I thought I could keep a lot of little stitchy accessories in it, and it's tin, so it'll be a magnet too. But I thought this was beautiful. The only thing I changed was the DMC 738 for the needle. I use 415. I like silver needles. But other than that, this is exactly what it is. And Allison has also hinted that she's going to be releasing a pattern similar to this. So check out her website for any upcoming announcements about it. It was a really fun stitch, and it was a really wonderful Zoom. It was great. I got to make some new friends and stitch with some old friends. The next project I worked on was the Halloween Countdown, which is Shannon Christine, and I wanted to get this done. So it's my 100 stitch a day project, and I'll be working on 100 stitches every day. I started it in October of 2025. It's on 14 count Dirty Little Secret by the Sewing Shop. And I had the frame done. In December, I did 1,329 stitches, which was basically the candlestick and these books right here. So in January, I've already done the cauldron, the pumpkin, the cat, and a white pumpkin, a crow, a gazing ball, and this little tree with ornaments on it, and I started Frankenstein. Obviously, that's when he was a boy. They're quite lovely little stitches. I love the colors. Shannon's colors are just unbeatable. So I hope to finish this month. So that's my plans. At 100 stitches a day, we'll meet that goal. The next one is Threads of the Universe. It's by Scott Howden from Paint Free Crafts. And I started it on the 5th. It's easy count 8 to 20. This is it. It's a big full coverage. It's 146,633 stitches. And it's 331 by 443. And because full coverage, it's really hard to see a difference in what you're doing. I'm going to do you something different and show you what I've got done. And you can see I started at the center front, which is her nose, and worked up. You can see the shape of her face, the hint of her lips, but you can really see what I have done. And that was a little over 500 stitches. And you can clearly see it's a nose. So I thought that would be a nice way to show you it. The next one I'm going to show you is another Shannon Christine that lives in this beautiful bag my daughter made me. And this is what I've got done. I finished the bottom turquoise row, and I started the green row. So I did 3,679 stitches in 2025. So I entered 2026 at 28.46%. And this is the whole project right there. As you can see, I'm right up in there. And this is just on a 16 count white Ada. I generally work on 16 count. It's my favorite. I can see it well. So, and I started that in April of last year. The next one lives in another beautiful bag my daughter made me. And this is called Local Conditions. And this is by Satsuma Street. And let me get a picture of it. And this is my temperature chart. So it's a skyline. And this is on 16 count Baba Ganoush by the Sewing Shop. It's 6,052 stitches and it's 95 by 174. And I'm working on this every Sunday morning, so I'll be doing the whole week every Sunday morning. So I only have the tiniest little start from the first Sunday in January. So that was 2 days for the first one, and that's day 3, day 4. Day 5 and 6 will go up a bit. So it's a little bit bare bones for right now, but you'll be able to see the change soon. And January and February are on the first level. Oops. And what I did was my temperature chart, I just covered it. So it'll last the year. Because sometimes I can be a bit hard on paper pieces. And the next one I worked on was WIPGO number 1. And I restarted this in September 2025. It was on the beautiful mint fabric, but the Aida was so stiff. I couldn't get it in the... I couldn't get it in the hoop because I couldn't get my fingers to... I don't have enough strength in my fingers anymore to really work with stiff fabrics. So this is a Joan Elliott design. So I restarted it in September on a fabric called Dirty Martini, which is a 14 count Aida by the Sewing Shop. It's 22,029 stitches. And I entered 2026 at 11.3%. And because I'm going to be working on this today, it's still in the hoop. But what I've done this year so far is this ribbon coming down with the dark green stripe in it. I've continued on her cape. Her cape is there. It goes behind her. And I'm working on her cape going up again. And she has a huge bouquet. So this is basically her waist right in here. So I'll let me show you the picture once more so you see. And so this is going to get 2,100 stitches. And I've only worked on it 2 days so far. So it'll still have another 3 days to get where I want it to be. The next new start, I'm just going wild on new starts already, was the Mermaid's Realm, another Joan Elliott. Joan and Shannon are my favorite, hands down. Jody Rice is, she's getting up there with number 3, but this is Mermaid's Realm by Joan Elliott. Now I'm doing mine in a deep purple. And I'm doing this on 16 count Baba Ganoush. Again, I have 2 projects started in Baba Ganoush. I'm really happy about that. It's 22,594 stitches. It's 138 stitches by 317. And this is the beginning of it. I'm starting at the bottom and working my way up. As you can see, I have all the fabric all rolled up here out of the way. And this is the mermaid's tail at the bottom. And you can see right down there the two mermaids. And so I'm going to be working on this for a couple of days every month. And if I do that, I should be about halfway done this year. So this will be a 2027 finish. But I just love the purple on this fabric. It's showing up dark, but it's a rich red purple. I got about 75 yards of an Anchor 1029 given to me. So I really can't compare it to a DMC purple because Anchor had so many nice purples. So there just isn't a comparison to it. But I just love that. And let me see. I'm just going to show you a little bit of haul because my daughter's girlfriend is so sweet to me. Jen was out thrift shopping and she got something for my sewing room and I thought I'd share it for you. And it's this. Isn't that so cool? It's made of metal. I imagine it's something probably from HomeSense or Michael's. It's a new item or a new used item. But the clock works. She made sure she put a battery in and everything and cleaned it up for me. But I can see it when I'm stitching all the time to check the time. So I just thought that was so lovely. Thank you, Jan. I know sometimes she does watch me. I got a lot of patterns in December, but I just don't want to go back through ancient history. So on the 31st of December, Shannon, at the 31st of every month, we get a Halloween chart with our subscription. So this past month, it was the Cup of Booze. Such a cute little chart. And when I stitch this, I'll be stitching it in white floss. No DMC white for me. And I got Flossabilities, had a sale, and I'm planning on doing a July start with this one. So it'll be Christmas in July with a bunch of my friends, and you'll hear about more later. But this is Christmas Town. Now, she also did a Halloween Town, which I would love to do, but not this year. And I belong to Shannon Christine's monthly subscription, but I also decided to join her Christmas subscription this year. And it is the Nutcrackers. And I have a fondness for Nutcrackers, along with both of my daughters. So this was Nutcracker number 1. That was December's. This is Nutcracker number 2, January's. And this is the frame it goes in. Now, I'm not sure if I'm doing the frame or I'm going to do the Nutcrackers as ornaments. I don't have time this month to worry about it, so that will be a future Karen decision. I do play I Spy by Stitching by the Shore, Laura's group, and I have already, let me see, I have 4 projects already fit into them. Number 2, something someone else is stitching, local conditions. My best friend Christine is stitching this temperature chart with me. So you'll be hearing about her throughout the year. Number 5 was a new start, which was Stitch 26, which was my new start, new year, new finish, everything all in one, fully finished, something I very rarely do. Number 8 was an intentional finish in 2026. That's going to be my Halloween countdown because it will be finished this month. And something that would be a jigsaw puzzle is Threads of the Universe. And I know this would make a great jigsaw puzzle because I bought it as a diamond painting. So I have the diamond painting hanging in my closet. I just never started it. I was using it as a backup in case it didn't get done as a cross stitch pattern. So I was going to turn my diamond painting into a cross stitch pattern, but I didn't need to because Pain Free Crafts made a deal with Scott Howden and got some of his patterns. So I'm thrilled with that. Now, I do have one definite plan for February, and that is the Winter Stag by Pigeon Coop Designs. And Karen the Stitching Owl and I will be starting it in February. And I think a couple of friends might also join in. I wouldn't be surprised if maybe we can talk Mary from Mary's Stitching Corner into joining it because she loves Max Pigeon too. And it is, I believe, only 3 colors of turquoise. So compared to what I'm used to, 3 colors is like, wow. It should be an amazing stitch to do. So look forward to seeing that next month. And I want to thank you all for watching. If you enjoy what you saw, please like, subscribe, and comment. I love the comments, and I reply to each and every one. And I want to tell you all to have a very safe, very enjoyable January. Take some time to relax after the holidays and just breathe. That's what I've been doing. So stay safe, and I'll see you in 2 weeks. You'll see Karen next Friday, well, Saturday morning, because we release them at midnight. And I'll be back in 2 weeks, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.